Hey guys, it's Glenn from Ion Silver, back to you again with another video here. It's finally here. What's finally here, you might be asking? The trip to Zealand Falls is finally here. It's gonna be it's the hike that you guys know that I've been preparing for. I've done a video talking about stuff that I've been doing lately to prepare for this particular trip, but now it's finally here. Well, it's actually not here right now, but it's actually going to be tomorrow morning at precisely 5:30 in the morning. So in this video, what I want to do is I'm actually going to be doing a 3-part mini series. I'm going to be doing this video, which is I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few tips. I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm going to be bringing with me, and I'm also going to be showing you guys the gear that I'm going to be using as well. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So one of the first things that you may notice that one of the first changes that I made is the pack that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this guy right here, which is the Kelty Red Wing 50, and I've actually done a separate video review on both of these bags. This is the Kelty Red Wing 50, and this is the Dragon Egg from Direct Action. They're both really, really good packs, but one has a lot to offer than the other. So, originally, when I did my first overnighter on top of a mountain, I did it on Mount Lafayette, which is over a year ago now, and I used this pack, and this is an awesome pack, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love this bag. I pretty much use it all the time. But one of the things I noticed about this pack is it's not really, what's the best way to put it? It doesn't hold everything that I would like it to hold. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to switch to the Kelty Red Wing 50. This is a very, very lightweight pack, as well as this one, but this one's got a lot more room inside of the pack, and it's also got a lot more things that this bag just doesn't do. If you want to know more about these two packs, I'll have the reviews listed and linked in the description. So one tip that I actually want to give to you guys is, before you actually go on your trip, once you know what you're going to be doing, once you know what you're up against, make sure to do the research on where it is that you're going to be staying. One of the things that I actually do is I put a packing list together. And as you can tell right there, this is all the stuff that I'm going to be bringing with me, and it's quite a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not too much stuff, but it's definitely a lot to remember. So it's a lot easy if I write it down. Now, my father actually makes fun of me for having something like this, but one of the things I'm going to point out is, really think about this. Like, how many times have you gone on a trip and have forgotten something? I definitely know I have. And I gotta be honest, nothing is more frustrating than when you go on some sort of a trip, or you go to anywhere in general, and you're, well, like for example, let's say you're gonna go on a camping trip like I'm gonna be doing. Nothing is more frustrating than getting back from a hike, you're starving, and then you realize you forgot to bring a bag lunch, or when it gets dark outside and you need to go use the latrine, you have to find your way in the dark because you forgot to bring a flashlight, or getting extremely bitten by mosquitoes and you can't do anything about it except swat them away because you forgot to bring a can of insect repellent. I mean, really think about that. I'm pretty sure all of us have done it at some point or another because we're only human, and I know this actually fixes that. So one of the first things that I actually do is I write down everything that I'm going to be needing, and I check this list like Santa Claus checks his list. I check it twice. So what I do is I get everything that I'm going to need, and then what I do is I go through each item and I check it off. And I actually haven't done that on this yet, but I'm going to go get my stuff together and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so right here is all of the essentials that I'm going to be bringing with me. I know from your angle it might seem like it might look like just like a bunch of junk, but all of the stuff that you're seeing here is very important when it comes to hiking. After I'm done going through all of this stuff, I'm actually going to show you guys how I'm going to be packing everything. So the first thing that that you obviously can tell over here is just a few basic things. My sunglasses, my wallet, and my keys. Although I'm only going to be needing my house key, so I'm probably just going to take the house key off and stick it in my wallet. Next thing is just some workout gloves. A small handheld flashlight along with my collapsible lantern. A small boonie hat for keeping the sun out of my face. Some extra batteries. My survival pouch along with my survival whistle. My headlamp. My rain poncho. Compass. Binoculars. My survival knife, my Blackbird SK5. A few canteens of water. My bandana. An extra pair of underwear. Some compression shorts. Sunscreen and insect repellent. 2 bags of trail mix. Pants. Pants that actually turn into shorts, both of them do it. Some a few t-shirts, extra socks, my cleaning kit, my first aid kit, and this is actually supposed to be represent a bagged lunch. I don't know if I'm going to be bringing this thing with me or not, just because it's kind of bulky. So I think I might just use maybe a Tupperware container or something to put my sandwich in. A good pair of boots, along with a fleece jacket. So I'm going to talk about some of the things that you see here on my bed, but I'm not going to be talking about everything because the video will take too long. So, so the very first thing that I want to talk about is this water bottle right here and why I'm not bringing it with me. I'm not bringing it with me for 2 reasons. One, this cap right here is actually not leak-proof. Originally, when I bought this, I actually had to buy this particular part separately. And originally, it came with a cap that kind of looks a little bit like this. And the reason why I put this on there was because it was easier to drink out of. So that's one of the reasons why I don't use this water bottle for hiking anymore. So now I'm pretty sure you guys might be asking, well, Glenn, if it's not leak-proof, just switch the caps. Well, this is actually my other reason why I don't use this particular water bottle anymore. This right here is an insulated water bottle, and in my opinion, this is not a good thing to be using in a survival situation. Reason being is because it's insulated. If you put this over a fire to boil the water, you'll first of all, you'll ruin this thing, which is keeping it insulated, and also too, you can't boil water in these. That's actually one of the things that one of the guys told me about at Dick's Sporting Goods. Is I was actually thinking of getting a metal insulated water bottle, but before I actually did that, I asked him. I asked one of the guys that worked there, can I boil water with this? And he told me no, which obviously makes sense. So this thing, nope, not taken. Alright, so next thing I'm also going to be bringing with me is this Blackbird SK5. Now, originally I did a review talking about the SE Laser Strike, and don't get me wrong, that's a very good knife, but this is actually a lot more lightweight and a lot more compact. So that's one of the reasons why I'm using this knife instead of the instead of the SE Laser Strike. And the next thing, the reason why I'm bringing a good pair of binoculars with me is because sometimes I'm a little bit far away from something, and I like to know what that far away something is, and this gives me the ability to do that. And it also helps for sightseeing, like if you want to look at birds and stuff like that. I definitely know that's something I enjoy doing. Bear with me, guys. I'm just turning on some lights. Also, one thing I'm bringing with me is this collapsible lantern from Thorfire. And there's two ways that you can charge this. You can't take the battery out of this, unfortunately. So what you do is there's this part right here, and you hook it up. It comes with everything you need, but you plug this into the wall, and you can charge it that way. Or you can also hand crank it like this. Now, the reason why, I'm pretty sure you guys are asking why I'm bringing a pair of workout gloves with me. Now, the reason being is because sometimes when I'm coming down mountains, depending on how steep the angle is, you actually have to get on your, you have to do what's kind of like an ant walk sometimes, and you have to basically grab onto the dirt, and you have to grab onto the rocks, and sometimes your hands can get all bruised up. And that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing these. Next thing is I'm bringing an additional outfit for each day. Now, we're leaving tomorrow morning, and we're spending the night, and we're leaving the next day. So, one of the things that I definitely know for sure is up in New Hampshire around this time of year, it gets cold, pretty cold at night. So, one of the very last things you want to do is you don't want to catch hypothermia. Once you're done hiking, you want to change into some dry stuff so that way you can stay warm. So I definitely know during the day it's going to be around 60 degrees, and at night it's going to be around 40 to 50 degrees. So bringing some additional things like this is definitely a must, if I do say so myself. The next thing I'm bringing, what was I going to talk about next? Oh, this survival pouch in here, I just have some basic stuff. I have a trash bag, some paracord, a way to start fire, along with a second way to start fire. One thing I actually noticed is I don't have any sort of cutting tool in here, so sorry about my voice, guys. I think I might be losing it. Oh, another thing that about this boonie right here that I'm bringing with me is this is definitely good to have. It keeps the sun out of your head, out of your face, and it also works as a sweat shield, and it's also very, very breathable. So I know me and my father, we actually have the same one, and we bring these on pretty much every hike that we go to. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is this particular compass. There's nothing wrong with it. It's an awesome compass. But one thing that you actually don't see, which is actually very, very important, and I don't know if you can guess it, but one of the things that I actually don't have with me is a map of the trail that we are going to be hiking on. Earlier today, before I started recording, one of the things I tried to find was a map of the trail. That's actually one of the things I brought with me when we did Wolf Hill Forest Preserve. I could not find a map of Zealand Falls. I actually did find one map, but it was like a small square on the computer, and I tried to blow it up to make it bigger, which I did successfully, but it blurted out the words, so I couldn't see like what was on the map. I could see like where Zealand Falls was, but that was about it. As far as the other stuff, but like the other markers and stuff like that, I couldn't really see that. So I tried getting one from the website, but unfortunately I couldn't find one. So if anybody knows where it is, please let me know down in the comments. Okay, so one of the first things that I'm going to do now is I'm going to take away everything that I'm not going to be putting into the pack first. And then after that, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to be packing everything. There is a right way and a wrong way of packing stuff. So one of the first things that I'm not going to need in the pack is one pair of pants, because I'm going to be wearing one, workout gloves, my wallet, my sunglasses, and my keys, along with my whistle and survival pouch, my boonie. Not going to need that inside the pack. As far as the flashlights and the batteries, that stuff's going to go in there, along with the survival knife. I'm only going to use that if there's like something urgent going on. I'm also not going to be putting my boots inside of the pack because they're going to be on my feet. Also, I'm going to be wearing one pair of socks, so that's not going to need to go in there along with the shirt. And as far as the jacket, I'm probably going to wait till I actually get there before I actually put it on. So right here is all the stuff that I'm going to be putting. Oh, actually, one thing I forgot to talk about is this guy right here. This is actually my fire kit that I've been putting together, which I actually haven't done any videos about yet. But this originally used to be my first aid kit. And the first aid kit that I'm going to be using is this one. And in there I just got some Advil, small pair of scissors, along with some surgical gloves, bandages, eye patches, and I believe some adhesive tape is in here as well. But the reason why I decided to go with something like this rather than with something like this is just because this is very big and bulky, and one tip that I actually want to say in this video is when you're climbing a mountain, 2 words: travel lightly. So this is definitely something I'm not bringing with me at all. So I'm going to grab the backpack, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to pack everything. So move everything off to the side. Okay, so one of the very first tips that I'm actually going to talk about right now is all of the important essentials that you want to have a little bit towards the top, and the stuff that's least important you want to have towards the bottom. So in other words, my bagged lunch as well as my change of clothes, I'm going to put that stuff towards the bottom of the pack. So open that up, it opens up real wide. So put those in there, along with a lunchbox, shirt, and as you can tell right here, I'm not really bringing a lot of stuff. I'm just bringing a lot of just the basic essentials. Extra socks. All right, so all of my clothing is in there, and as you can tell, I actually have a little bit of extra space. So if I wanted to stick something else in there, I could, but I'm not going to. Now, the next thing is the rain poncho. I'm actually going to put that in here. And the insect repellent and bug spray I'm going to stick over here on the side. And the first aid kit, I think I'm going to put on the other side. And along with my survival knife. Oh, actually, one of the things I actually just realized that I forgot to put it on the packing list. That's kind of embarrassing on my part, is a belt to wear. Because I actually just realized that those pairs of pants that you saw me put in the bag, actually they actually did come with a belt, but I was an idiot and decided to cut it off. So it's yeah, that's a little embarrassing on my part, a little bit of a goof. Oh, one of the other things I'm not going to be putting in the pack either is the compass. That's going to be worn around my neck. Alright, so Next thing I'm going to put in here is trail mix. And as far as all of this additional stuff, these are obviously going to go in the 2 side pockets that are right here. There's one right here, and another one right here. Oh, the bandana, I'm not going to need that in the pack either. I'm going to wear that around my head. If not around my head, definitely around my neck. So all of this additional stuff I'll probably just end up putting in this part right here, so I can get quick and easy access to it. And as far as my cleaning kit is concerned, I'm actually going to stick that in the bigger compartment of the pack. And one of the things I'm actually noticing right now is this pack feels kind of heavy, but that also could just be me. I don't think it's going to interfere with the hiking. Alright, so there you have it. All set, ready to go. Okay guys, so anyway, one of the things I actually forgot to mention is one of the things that I actually found out is very, very important to have is a good walking stick for mountains. This is one that I got from the Boy Scout shop. It's made by a company known as Champion 1.0, and I'll have to try this out and see how it works. So I'll let you guys know how it works after the hike is all over. So as you can tell, I have my backpack on me, and this actually feels very, very comfortable. It doesn't feel super, super heavy at all. And I really think that this is going to work out for the hike that I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning. So anyway guys, I'll see everybody tomorrow morning bright and early, 5:30 sharp. And until next time, stay ready, stay focused, stay strong. Peace.